And we turn now to NewsNation legal contributor Jesse Weber. Jesse, always great to have you. So Kohberger will be back in the courtroom tomorrow morning. Should we expect any surprises, or will the proceedings be pretty straightforward here?
Well, I mean, the biggest surprise would be if he comes out and pleads guilty, which I agree with my esteemed colleague Tracy, I think is highly unlikely given what we've seen. We've seen Kohberger advancing his defense team, hiring new counsel in anticipation of fighting this. And look, as devastating as this evidence appears to be on the outside, and I've been the first to say that I think it's particularly strong, watching so many cases, following cases, seeing some faults in prosecution's cases, there's room for him to argue that this evidence might not be as airtight as many believe. So I believe he is going to plead not guilty to the 5 charges that he ultimately faces. And this arraignment is not going to be where witnesses testify or bombshell evidence comes out. The charges will be read against him. He can obviously waive the reading of the indictment, and he will enter his plea. And this should be a relatively straightforward proceeding. And if he pleads not guilty, then this moves into the next phase, the trial, where we may see a tentative trial date ultimately scheduled. Although, given the complexities of this case, I wouldn't be surprised if the trial is ultimately delayed for quite some time.
So, Jesse, I thought it was fascinating that you mentioned some of this evidence airtight. What do you think are the most critical pieces, or will be, if a trial does move forward here?
Okay, so the DNA, basically putting him at the scene, very critical, right? I mean, that is really important. But I think there are outstanding questions in terms of how that DNA was collected and how it actually tied back to Kohberger. My opinion, I think the cell phone evidence and the surveillance footage of his car is probably the most damning evidence, because while his phone was off during the key critical point of time, the fact that it was turned off and before it was turned off was headed towards the direction of this house and then came back on the network after the killings, many people could say that shows he purposely turned off his phone to avoid law enforcement. But the surveillance footage of his car, that it was in the area and speeding off right after we believe these killings happened, and then there's later surveillance footage showing that he was the driver of that car. That's the kind of evidence I find is going to be very difficult for a defense attorney to fight against. Now, of course, they could say this is a common area. He was driving. Maybe he was going to go into the late night bar area. It's not surprising he was there. It's just too coincidental given everything we've seen. So look out for the surveillance and the cell phone evidence. I think that's the biggest points.
All right, fascinating point. So a grand jury indicted Kohberger, as you know, on Tuesday, a move that canceled out that week-long preliminary hearing that was scheduled in June. Why do you think prosecutors opted for the grand jury? Is there an advantage moving forward as opposed to having a preliminary hearing?
Major advantage. If this went to a preliminary hearing, it would be public. The defense attorneys would have an opportunity to ultimately cross-examine the prosecution's witnesses. They could even call their own witnesses, and you have to convince a judge. With a grand jury, it's secret. Prosecutors are not showing their hand yet. It was their case that they wanted to present to convince a majority of these grand jurors that there's enough probable cause to go forward with this indictment. And clearly, it was a benefit to them. They don't have to show everything right now. It streamlined the process. It actually protected the rights of certain witnesses who maybe didn't want to come forward and testify at a preliminary hearing. It's a win for the prosecution, but let's not forget, they still have to prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt, the highest standard. We are not there yet at an ultimate trial, but right now this is definitely a win for the prosecution.
All right. Jesse Weber, thank you as always.
Great seeing you. Thank you.
Great to see you too.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.